Hi, and welcome to this edition of Missoula Live. We are videotaping on Thursday afternoon. It's cold and it's rainy, but what's the date? June 16th.
June 16th. You'd never know it out there.
I know. Can you believe it, people? Thanks for tuning in. We've got a few guests for you to visit with about Missoula events on this edition of Missoula Live. This program is going to be going from June 16th. I think we're coming back one more time.
Oh, okay.
Can you bear it?
Yes, I'd love to.
Okay, it will be June 30th, and then we're going to take a little vacation for the summer, although What's Up Missoula, I'll continue to do that in my leisure. So I'll do my business,
Okay, you go
and then you
first.
can do some Humanities Montana business. Folks, I'm Joel Baird, the General Manager of Missoula Community Access Television, and we still have a little room in our summer camps. So I just wanted to tell you about that. The first summer camp begins June 27th. Let me double check. Yes, it does. And the second one is July 18th. So,
But they're really filling up, right?
well, that's it. There's one more slot in each camp.
Wow.
So if you call
Get on
now,
it.
you don't have to, but you can call now if you want to, 542-6228, and you could register your child on the phone for a summer camp that deals with raptors, which are like owls, peregrines, falcons, hawks, bald eagles, they're hawks, or are they eagles? Well, in any
They're a raptor.
They're a raptor. So this one is called Wild Shots, and in it, kids are going to learn a little bit about documentary wildlife videography. And then on Wednesday of the camp that runs in the afternoon for the week, they're going to go to Raptors of the Rockies in Florence, where Kate Davis is going to be, wrong one, is going to be available all day for the kids to interview and her creatures that
She's
include owls,
amazing.
and she's really good
Yeah.
at it. And there'll be a final product of this on July 1st at 4 p.m. in this very precinct, the MCAT studio. The kids are going to introduce the work they've done for the week.
That's
And the
great.
parents and the friends and the caregivers and the cheerers and the hangers-on, their entourages
Fans.
get to come and watch that live thing, or you can watch it at home. The other camp is more geared towards animation and a visit to the firehouse. And that's going to be from July 18th through the 22nd, that Friday. And in midweek, the kids are going to go to the firehouse just down the street from the MCAT studios at Van Buren Street. They're going to get a tour of the firehouse. You can see many of them operating the big hose, which a lot of kids really like. And I don't know if they slide down
Bring
the
a
pole.
change of clothes, I'd say, yeah.
They also will give some lessons on boating safety, swimming safety to the kids, also on house safety, smoke alarms, these kinds of things. So if you're interested in either camp, give us a call, 542-6228. 2 slots left. And that's almost it for me, Kim.
All right.
Except
well,
for introducing you. This is Kim Anderson, people. She is on the MCAT board. She is also employed at Humanities Montana. She is the director of the Festival of the Book, a wonderful yearly celebration of the book that happens every fall. And she's got some news from you for
Yeah.
people from Humanities Montana.
little updates about things at Humanities Montana. I wasn't on the show last time
Yeah.
because we had a board meeting in Butte in the beginning of June where we watched it snow all morning.
Oh, man, we thought we had it bad.
We were
Things get
actually
worse.
meeting in the Butte Silver Bowl County Archives. Have you ever been in there? Oh, just beautiful, beautiful. The old original Butte Firehouse
Oh,
that
that's
has
great.
now been renovated, and Paul Felicetti, an architect here in Missoula,
Oh, yeah.
actually designed it, and a whole new section that blends in beautifully. So we watched it
that's great.
snow over the Rockies, and we had a meeting. But the result of that meeting is really exciting, and I wanted to make sure that we got the word out as soon as possible that we have now just instituted a brand new, really simplified opportunity grant.
Oh, that's wonderful.
These are grants for any cultural institution, and they don't have to be a 501c3. You can be just an ad hoc group, but you want to do cultural work in the state for up to $1,000. They're a really quick turnaround. You can hear within a week. The deadline is 2 weeks before the event. You need to get in, but it's online. And if any of you have applied for our grants in the past, you know that they take a little work.
Right.
And we wanted to make these entry-level grants much easier for people. And so it's a one-page little form.
Oh, that's
There's
great.
no more big financial reporting, there's no more big budget forms.
Those
You
are
just-
so intimidating.
I know, they are for people who don't do that all the time. So this is just, tell us how much money you'd like and what you want to use it for, and we'll try to
Lord.
give it to you if we can. I know.
Now, is there a cap on the amount of money? So people watching know
Yes.
that this can be, because often, I like this phrase, the fella before your current director, Mark,
Shiraz.
thank you very much,
Yes.
was on this program years ago, and I said, tell people what Humanities Montana does. And he said, you know what we really do is we fund talk.
A
But
lot
it's
of
really
talk.
good talk. And he meant talk in the sense of exchange,
Mm-hmm.
too, of ideas and history and information.
Exactly.
So, people wanting these grants, is it a range there? You could tell them, like how many hundreds to how many thousands?
These grants are for up to $1,000.
Okay.
And often, small groups use these grants they have an opportunity to bring a speaker in.
Right.
know,
So they want to give them an honorarium. They want to pay a
Right, or
little
the
travel.
right, things like that. Or you want to get together a group of different experts to talk about, some political science topic or community topic. So,
Yeah,
and it is, talk, it's conversation a lot of
Yeah.
the time, and sharing information and reflection on important issues. So I hope everyone takes advantage of it or keeps it in mind as they're
Yeah.
working with their community groups. We'd really like to help out as many organizations as we can.
I think that's one way to do it.
Yeah.
Take down some of the barriers, that small groups, very young groups, don't know procedure, get intimidated by procedure. Here's one way. And then, the groups out there, if you do it too, it'll put you through the process gently of applying for
Exactly.
grants.
We call it an entry gateway kind
Yeah.
of grant. And then, maybe sometime down the line, you'll have a much bigger project. And then we have our regular and our major grants.
Yeah.
And they're a little more difficult. But the real key is, any idea you've got, call me at Humanities Montana.
Oh, there you go.
Because I'm the one you talk to, and I can walk you through it. It's not hard.
Do you want to tell them the phone number? They're going to forget,
Sure.
but
That's okay.
All right.
243-6022.
excellent. Well, I think we should turn our attention to our guests. I don't think we have to
Enough
go
about us.
away
Yeah,
either.
okay.
I don't know. We don't need a PSA, Philip. I think we'll just introduce Doreen. Thanks so much for coming over.
Yeah, thank you for inviting me.
Oh, you're most welcome. This is Doreen Mite Dyer. She is the Education Director for the Historical Museum at Fort Missoula. And I asked Doreen to come on because 4th of July is coming up. And every year at the fort, there's a huge 4th of July celebration. You want to tell people about it?
Oh my goodness, yes. It's a huge shindig, very popular, has been for many years. It starts out at 8 o'clock in the morning with a pancake breakfast, which will be returning this year. From 8 to 11, the Church of Jesus Christ Latter-day Saints sponsors that as a fundraiser for the museum. It's $5 per person or $15 for family, and it's very good. It's got a lot of good stuff.
Great.
And then the actual shindig starts from 10 to 4. We have all kinds of musical groups out there. The Mountain Boys, let's see, I have to look at my list
No, feel
here.
free.
The Black Mountain Boys, the Montana Tuba Chorale, the City Clickers, which are always popular, the River Rock, and also we are having our grand opening of our newly renovated homestead cabin.
Oh, that's great.
Oh.
And this will be the third year that we've had activities out there, such as different kinds of demonstrations. We also have a musical group called the Bryan Hall Quartet that plays good old home music. Wonderful group.
Oh, that's great.
We have Big Sky Agriculture Center animals out there. I don't know what they'll bring in this
Is
year.
it like a petting zoo? I can't remember because I was there 2 years ago.
Right.
A salmon bake. That was going on.
Not 2 years ago, that was a few years ago.
Okay.
Right. We had a bake sale to raise money for the homestead cabin last
Yeah.
year. We won't be this year.
Because you have the homestead
We have
cabins
the
and
homestead.
Congratulations.
Furniture
That's
is
great.
made, it's beautiful, and we're going to have our first homestead day camp out there for children 10 to 12. The camp
Oh,
is
yeah.
already full, but hopefully it will
Oh.
become tradition.
That's really great.
And
What do they do in the camp, the kids?
oh boy, every day there is a different focus.
Mm-hmm.
They have a week-long project that they pick on Monday. They learn how to do that project, old-time craft type things.
Okay, yeah.
And they have time every day to work on it. We are visiting the Ag Center, the Missoula County Public Schools, and we're going to be doing some chores with animals. We're going to be learning how to saddle ponies and ride ponies.
Nice.
We are going to be planting little individual gardens. It's just a full week, making
that's
homemade
great.
ice cream. We end on Friday
Really
with a
good.
huge family feast. And they'll present their
Excellent.
projects the Friday evening.
See, aren't we all so good?
Yeah.
You know, because the Missoula Writing Collaborative, just flashing on that, has summer camps. MCAT's doing the summer camp
there's
thing.
so many
The Y. Oh, who was
opportunities for
here
kids.
from Families First? You know,
That's right.
Coco. She was here from Families First. They're having summer
The
camp.
Children's Museum.
Yeah, it does take a village around here.
It sure
I guess
does.
the village is
It's
pitching in.
important.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
I'm sorry, I pulled the focus away from what's happening. Well, this event is Monday, 4th of July, because this year, 4th of July falls on a Monday.
Right.
There are pictures Philip has back there. And I'll have you know, Philip's made old-fashioned lanterns, I think,
Oh.
in his day. Yes, he's nodding. He has made lanterns.
Oh, hey,
Yeah.
you want to come and teach
An
at the camp?
alumni.
Maybe he could. So do you have pictures to show people of past yeah, okay.
Okay, here
And
we
Doreen,
go.
see, you can see them. I wouldn't, your mic is over there, but feel free to tell people what they're looking
Oh,
at.
this is a homestead activity, learning how to spin the wheel. It's a Cooper's barrel wheel. And we'll have that out there.
Okay. More pictures.
Oh, that's me with one of the piglets.
Oh,
Hopefully we'll have
cute.
piglets out there
It
from
looks
the
like a
pig style.
stuffed monkey.
I remember
That's a
piglets,
piglet.
Yes.
Wow.
That's at the homestead cabin. And
Okay.
there will hopefully be chickens, maybe a calf.
Look at this beast of a tractor.
Yes, this is a very unusual tractor. That's the sawmill that will be running.
Oh, I remember that, yeah.
Yeah. That is Mac at the locomotive that will be open for tours.
Oh my gosh, there's rock stars appearing as well.
Yes. Oh, yes, we have chalk art by the schoolhouse.
Sure.
Oh, I remember seeing that when I transferred the pictures. A really nice picture of a
Look
pile
at
of
that
chocolate.
quilt.
Wow.
I think quilts will be on display this year. I'm not quite sure. Some years they are
Okay, people
gorgeous.
are interested, they can call. Oh, can you tell people the phone number at the museum?
Yes, 728-3476, extension 3. Excuse me, 728-3476.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
the museum itself will be open during the day?
Yes, it will.
So people can go in, and
Mhm.
what's the
Free admissions.
exhibits right now?
Right now, it is our permanent Missoula history.
Right.
Upstairs is where art met army. It's military uniform art and lithographs and military
haven't
uniforms
seen
from a
that.
private collector. Beautiful
Oh, there's the
exhibit.
chalk. I like this shot.
Yeah.
Oh,
Those
yes.
artistic.
Yes,
So kids will
and
have
also the
plenty to do.
1910 fire exhibit.
Oh,
Sure.
sure. And
There
we're
is
going
plenty.
to video some of the talks. Oh, I wish I brought that list out.
The lecture
People can
series.
find it online too.
Yes, and I have it in my head.
Oh, you do know it?
I do
Okay,
know it.
June 21st is the first one.
Yes, Professor Dick Hutto, what birds have to tell us about fire ecology.
Yeah.
And then Bob Much will be in July, retired Forest Service, now I forgot the exact
Day.
date, but it's a Tuesday,
Yeah.
on urban interface with fires. And then in August is also a Tuesday, is a storyteller from Idaho telling fire stories. Very good.
So all in conjunction with the Great Fire of 1910 exhibit.
Exactly, yes, and those exhibits will be open free of charge July 4th, and there is a charge to get into the celebration, because this is a fundraiser
Yeah,
for the
sure.
museum.
But
Can
it's
you
a
can
great
say
day.
can you say how much? Or
Yes.
you did already. There was a $15 family fee, or that's the breakfast.
That's just the breakfast.
Okay.
So if you come just for July 4th
Yeah.
activities, it is $5 for adults, $3 for seniors, $2 for students, $15 for family, and children under 6 and members of the museum are free.
Okay, nice.
It's a good deal.
Now, if folks want to get out there, they've never been. Can you describe to them how to get to Fort Missoula from, let's say, Highway 93, heading down to Lolo? Why not? Can't miss
Highway
that.
93, that would be Brooks.
Brooks, right? As
Right.
it goes out.
All right. Thank you. I've lived here 20 years. I remember that. So you want to turn west on South Avenue. And across from Big Sky High School is a big brown sign, Historical Museum at Fort Missoula. That is Guardsman Lane. Turn left, go straight down the lane, and you won't miss us.
Yeah.
Parking is along the lanes, and in the, maybe not in the parking lot, because we will have some things going on there.
Yeah. Well, and I'm sure there'll be signs and everything.
Right.
And
Follow the cars. It's
Yes.
well, there you go. The date, Monday, July 4th, the early morning part, the breakfast starts at 8.
To 11.
11, and that's an overlap because from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. is the 4th of July celebration.
Right.
Gotcha.
Right. All kinds of vendors, so there is food out there. Children's games at 12 and 2, old-fashioned games.
Like the sack race,
Yes.
the
of
three-legged
course.
race.
Yes, although we don't do that anymore because it can cause
Liability.
injuries.
Yes.
I guess,
It
the
hurts.
three-legged.
It does.
Well, I'm thinking of Anna Green Gables.
That's true, that's
Yeah.
true. And is there some
highlight.
sort of big culminating event at the end?
There is a welcoming event, I believe, at 1:45. Frank Woody will be there, will be our guest, who will do the opening ceremony. If you don't know, Frank Woody was one of the founders of Missoula. No real
Well,
closing.
Woody of
ceremony.
Woody Street.
That's right.
That's right.
Mhm.
That's right.
That's pretty good, because have you seen Stories and Stones, when other people, C.P. Higgins and other founding fathers of Missoula,
Amen.
some of them are quite good. And for children, especially, or older people who are impressionable, they're really excellent.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, that's great, Doreen. Anything you want to add?
Our sponsors.
Oh, yeah.
Who's
yeah.
sponsoring the
Yes,
event?
just helping you with this.
Yes, we have 5 this year. Bayern Brewery, Bitterroot Motors, Pepsi Cola, Rivero's Ace Hardware of Sealy Lake, and Southgate Mall. And I remember that because I did it alphabetically.
Yeah, I was noticing
You're
you
You're
did.
good.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Very diplomatic.
Thank you. We thank them for this.
Excellent.
Yes, it is really a very fun day. Such a huge space out there, it doesn't feel crowded.
Yeah.
And Doreen, are you wearing the headgear up until July 4th?
No, I take it off when I drive. I don't want to distract people.
All right.
Yeah.
Have enough
Very
time.
nice. We like
Thank
Well,
it.
you.
good luck with the event. Thanks so much for coming by to talk about it.
Thank you.
Oh, you're
Thanks
welcome.
a lot.
Yeah, just to remind you, July 4th, Fort Historical Museum at Fort Missoula. I'm going to give you a phone number again, 728-3476. We'll be right back. Thanks for keeping on with us. Gary Gillette just walked in.
Only once. It's only once.
just once. You say it's just this once. Your life is just this once.
What, the meth campaign.
Oh,
Not
yeah.
ever, not ever.
Well, we're
once.
back with Gary Gillette. He is here to talk about the city band, Missoula. Now, city band gives concerts throughout the summer. MCAT has been privileged enough to attend and record and
Oh,
playback.
They,
Gary,
they,
welcome.
they do all of our stuff, so people see me all year long. Say, I saw you on TV last night.
It's not just for summer anymore.
Not
It
at
goes
all.
on all year
We're
round,
there
MCAT.
all year long.
You get some exposure through high school band activity.
Yeah. Oh, I love it.
Tuba
Ron,
Christmas.
Ron and I are good buddies. I just saw him here, and I thank him so much
Yeah,
for.
he enjoys it a
I
lot,
hook him up
too.
every year, that he gets a bunch of my high school stuff as well. But
Yeah.
summertime, he's been exclusively my videographer for years
Yeah,
and years.
yeah. Well, and you got a big poster for
Look
it.
at this.
That's great.
There's the schedule. I mean, this is truly a Missoula institution. It's one of
Yeah.
the things that makes Missoula summer, Missoula summer.
It is. It
the
is
band.
hundreds. More than 100
Every
years old.
Wednesday.
Some kind.
Oh, yeah.
Some kind of other Missoula band has been here in the valley for more than 100 years.
Really?
And yeah, I don't know how long I've been doing it. 20 years probably, or something like that. And then Alex Stepanzoff, who was the godfather of the Missoula City Band. When funding got tight, Alex would take money out of the till down at the Bonton Bakery and keep it going.
Oh, that's great. Did they mind at the bakery?
I don't know.
Did they know?
I still got an old box in the Bonton.
And we still have insurance against slander and defamation. That's great.
It no longer exists. The Bonton is out of
Done
business.
good.
Oh, you guys remember it?
Oh, yeah.
Bonton Bakery.
And I was a neighbor of Alex's, right in his last years of conducting. I remember
yeah.
it really well.
Well, in broad strokes, people who are watching this program, Missoula City Band gives concerts in Bonner Park. What are the cross streets? Let's say somebody's like, what does it mean Bonner Park?
It's
Where's
in the
that?
university area, and I put the
Yeah.
cross streets right here. But I had to put my glasses on to find
Yeah.
them. University, at the corner of Hastings and Ronald.
Okay, that's not
So
bad.
many of us just coming down Higgins will turn at the Dairy Queen.
Yes,
Yeah.
Dairy Queen.
Turn
High
towards the,
School,
towards the L Mount,
Right.
towards the
Towards
U
the
of
towards the
Dairy
university.
Queen. And you can't miss
One
it.
block
No,
off.
just one block.
When should they be doing this?
Well, we start this coming Wednesday.
Oh, my
so
gosh.
that's why I'm here now with you.
Yeah, this is
whatever the
timely.
date happens to be, June 22nd.
Right.
Okay.
Is the first one.
concert.
And then you
Bundle
can
up.
count. It's
Oh,
gonna
no,
warm up.
that's
It's
gonna
gonna
be
warm
great
up
day.
by
Is it
then.
really?
Again.
Yes, that's going to be the best day. Sunny and 76.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
man.
The first time.
The first time, and then all
Wow.
summer long.
Yeah.
And then you can count on. You don't have to worry about the schedule or looking up Google or any of that stuff. Every Wednesday at 8
Wednesday.
o'clock at Bonner Park. Bring your own lounge chair, the old
Yeah.
little summer chair. Many people bring, snacks. There's always vendors there also for snacks. But many
Oh, yeah.
people bring little tidbits and maybe a little wine, and they sit out and enjoy the city band. Concert always ends within the hour. So we're done by 9 o'clock, and every week we have some other guest soloist that will be with us. There's not a week that goes by we don't have a singer.
Yeah.
With the music, especially in the park, demands that we have vocalists all the time. But we've got an Air National Guard band in this time. I've got a guest trombone and flutists and all kinds of folks
Oh,
that
that's really
they'll
great.
bring their talents and share with us. And
Yeah.
so the program is varied. It's not just
Right.
it's not just band marches from 8 to 9. There's lots and lots of things. that
There's
go on.
always a variation. I mean, I've more than in person, I have to admit. I've seen it, in the replay.
Yeah.
What's wrong with me? Well, partly I'm here at work.
Yeah,
Wednesday
right.
today.
Right.
I got another captive audience.
Yeah, right?
Now, if I don't toddle over, it's only 2 blocks from my house, and we
Oh,
hear
that's
it every
great.
Wednesday. I can sit on my porch and hear it. So
Yeah.
I know it's all sorts of different music. It's not just Sousa.
No, not just
No,
Sousa.
see,
Though
that's
that
important.
wouldn't be bad,
No, we like Sousa.
for band guys. But no, so
Yeah.
we have an overture and pop music and novelty numbers and soloists to round programs out.
Yeah,
All
yeah.
kinds of things. So there's something there that everyone can relate to and enjoy during the.
And what I love is seeing grandparents and, parents and
Oh,
the little
yeah.
kids running around.
Yeah, and they get old enough, the little
and-
kids can run over to the splash
Yes.
pools over there, and the kids come back every 15 minutes,
Yeah,
check
check
in with
in.
mom and dad, head on back over again.
Well, that's a cheap date for
Yeah,
that
yeah.
family,
Yeah.
No, this is free.
It always
How do you
is
do
free.
that? How do you do that?
It's free to the public. We pass the hat to help cover some of our expenses, and
Yeah.
I'd like to thank the city of Missoula, that we are a small, little infinitesimal item on the budget for the city of
Isn't that
Missoula.
wonderful,
So I have to
though?
go up and suck up to the mayor every year, and
Yeah.
thank him.
You might as well do it now. He's
Yeah,
sort of
say
a
thank you.
fervent
Hey,
fan of
hey,
the
John,
show.
is the camera putting 10 pounds on me? I don't know. I'd like to thank the city council and the city of Missoula for funding us. Now, it's not a whole bunch of money. I think
Yeah,
right
right.
now, it's, if indeed members make 80% of all the rehearsals and gigs, they can maybe have $100, maybe have
Right.
$100.
Yeah.
Now, the only place that works is that's really not gas for the band members. But it's these college kids. We just had our first rehearsal Monday, and there
Oh,
were
yeah.
probably, there were probably 10 college kids. And I saw them during the break, and they're all kind of huddled together, and it was good having them there. So I always go over and let them know that, now tell your parents. You can call your parents now and tell them you got a summer job.
Yeah. Such
You're a
as it is.
professional musician
Pressure's
now.
off,
Yeah, pressure's
Well,
off.
see, what a wonderful
Everything's cool.
opportunity, though, it
Oh.
does have for the aspiring musician to be in front of a really friendly audience.
Yep.
Really
Yep.
forgiving
It's almost
audience.
like playing in church.
Yeah.
Almost. And there's
Yeah.
a handful of high school kids that audition that are very, very talented. But 80% of the people that come back are old farts like me that
Yeah.
continue to make music year after year.
Well, that's
And you
what I
move
was
it right
going to
along.
ask. I mean,
That-
so you.
most of us are
You've got
adults.
a big cadre of people
Yeah.
who come back and do this
Yep,
every
and the
year
college
because
kids,
they love
they're
it.
here for 2 or 3 years and then they're gone.
Yeah.
That's okay. Young families are busy having babies and trying to pay the bills. And then the older folks that have a chance to come back to the instrument after
Then stay
after raising
connected
a
with
family.
music, yeah.
Yeah.
See,
It's
that's kinda wonderful,
It's a neat
too.
mix, real neat mix.
Every Wednesday, Bonner Park, 8 p.m.
I'm there every single week.
It's great.
Come out, enjoy some music.
Gary, thanks so much for coming by.
Thanks for having me,
Thanks for
man.
doing this.
Thank you.
We're going to be right back. I wanted to show Philip has got a clip of a city band. I think the Sweet
I hope it's my
Adelines.
profile. Oh, okay.
Yeah, Sweet Adelines
One of our
is what I
guests.
saw. So
And this
Philip,
will make
you
us
wanna?
feel like summer.
Yeah, it's gonna make you feel like
I
summer.
got-
If
It's
you-
warm in
and
here.
If you want, go to the park. This one we mentioned the date, Wednesday, June
Wednesday, June
22nd,
22nd.
the very
And-
first one.
And our soloists are members of the faculty from the University of Montana Band Camp.
Oh,
Nice.
that'll be good.
Oh, yeah.
Maggie Schuberg on piccolo solo. Watch out.
Okay. Well, take a look at the clip from Missoula City Band, and we're going to bring out Linda McCarthy from the Missoula Downtown Association next. Stay with us.
Where did you come from?
What are you doing?
Texting?
Do you have a death wish, ma'am?
For a second.
And I'm pretty sure typical car accidents can happen about a second or less, ma'am.
Where'd you get in my car?
Unexpected things tend to happen when you text and drive, genius.
I know, but
No buts. Pay attention to the road if you enjoy not being dead, my fair lady.
so the true moral here is don't be texting and driving unless you're really texting and driving.
No,
That's true.
I just... Be smart. Don't text and drive.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. On behalf of our director, Mr. Gary Gillette, members of your Missoula City Band, Bill Roach here saying welcome to our second concert. We have a special concert tonight. We're going to be sharing our stage. We'll be playing for a half hour or so and then turning the stage over to the wonderful Missoula chapter of the Sweet Adelines. Make sure you help the Sweet Adelines out. Get a piece of their homemade pie, $2 a slice, worth much more than that. They do a great job with their baking, and you can take it from our director, who highly endorses these items by saying he gets dizzy thinking about these. You ruined my whole thing. Anyway, please buy some pie. Ladies and gentlemen, would you please join us now as we play our national anthem? Now, as a general reminder, before we start.
Hi, we're back with Linda McCarthy, who's the Executive Director of Missoula Downtown Association. Linda, welcome.
Hello, guys. How are you, Joel and
Pretty
Pam?
good.
We're good, thanks for coming by.
Yeah.
What a great new show you have.
Oh, thanks so much. You on the set?
It's
We're going to do a
beautiful.
little work on it, but
I love
we're
it.
pretty uptown. We're on the tall chairs, people.
That's right.
Linda's here to talk about all things Missoula downtown, or just some of them. There's too many things.
Yeah, I don't know, we can't keep
Yeah.
track of it all.
But one thing I was intrigued by were the changes to the park and the tent area and all that. I thought maybe you want to lead talking about
You bet.
what happened down there.
So, the Missoula Downtown Association built the original Cares Park Pavilion in 1997. We paid off the debt on that structure last year. For the last 2 or 3 years, we've been talking about a more permanent stage facility in the park, something that we don't have to set up every Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah.
So we put together a design over the course of the winter. We raised $180-some thousand for phase one improvements.
Wow.
We built a brand new concrete stage with a permanent band shell cover. The fabric will come down at the end of the season, be put away for the winter, and then it'll come out at the beginning of the event season the following year.
And we've got pictures. I don't know, Philip, I don't know if you can, maybe it's mean to ask him if he could find, because there's so many.
A challenge.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
we just finished it up last week.
Yeah, I haven't seen it.
And it's in the events ring, and it's enormous in size. The stage is
Wow.
about 4 times the size that our old stage was. We still have the old aluminum stage and can set that up underneath the pavilion or in
Oh,
other
that's
areas
great.
of the park, so we have more flexibility
Oh,
now.
look, here's
Here we
you
go.
found a picture.
Oh, how
It's
gorgeous.
gorgeous.
So you see how it's like centered, you know,
Oh.
there are the concrete bleachers, and then everyone's
Yeah.
familiar with the big long tent in which there are conventions, weddings, what have you.
For vendors during.
Then, yeah, for out to
So,
lunch.
so the concrete structure is hexagon in shape that offers a performance in the round. So there's no walls for this, so there's no backdrop. We have a huge power outlet there, so now all of our sound power can run out of the events ring. We have a sidewalk and an ADA ramp, so we can load equipment up instead of carrying it up those stairs.
Yeah, I see the ramp
And
on
we
this.
have all access for anybody, in wheelchairs or with disabilities or walkers or anything. So now you have access to the stage. And then that permanent cover over the top. And we tried to match, the
Oh, I think you
pavilion
did a great job.
structure.
Yeah.
So the teal colored pipes and the white fabric. And so we've had 3 bands perform on it now. And they really like it. It's completely changed the sound in the park. So now we are commencing phase 2 fundraising and improvements, which will be a new sound system under the pavilion itself, painting of the steel structure, and replacement or change of the walls that we hang. That's phase 2, and hopefully we can do that next year. And then phase 3 improvements are replacing that fabric canopy over the pavilion itself. It has a 12 to 15 year life. We're in year 14 right now.
Oh, has it been that long?
It's been that
Oh,
long.
my gosh.
So MDA continues its capital campaign fundraising for Karis Park. We have a 501c3 Missoula Downtown Foundation, so folks can write a tax-deductible contribution. It also allows us to go after some grant funding.
Great.
So we've raised $250,000 total. We have $250,000 left to raise.
Wow.
Wow. So if people want to help on this project, is there a website they can go to? Or
MissoulaDowntown.com. And they can write their checks out to the Missoula Downtown Foundation, send their checks into our office, 218 East Main Street, Suite C, 59802. And if anybody wants us to come make a presentation or meet with them one-on-one, call our office, 543-4238. I will come meet with them personally.
Nice.
What an ambitious project. That is so
And it
Yes.
worked though.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know,
Yeah.
I mean, was it hard, can you say, to get the first 180,000?
No, it wasn't. But part of that was MDA contributed $75,000, and we got $75,000 of tax increment financing from the Missoula Redevelopment Agency.
Oh, so great.
Okay, so there's 150 right
Yeah.
there.
Right.
And then, we've raised another $100,000 in private contributions, and we've had some big-time people step up. Washington Corporation, Alps Corporation, the Badlander, Preha Corporation. So we've had some First Interstate Bank. We've had some big-time people step up
that's
and
great.
help us with it. And I think people are passionate about Karis Park. It's home to more than 75 events per year. We're generating about 1 million people coming into downtown through Karis Park events. MDA alone does about 35 of those community events. The rest of them are done by other nonprofits. Of course, it's also home to, class reunions and weddings
Oh, yeah.
and business luncheons.
Oh, it's
so
a great facility, you know?
it's-
I
Just
just don't
been
think
a boom.
Missoulians today can imagine downtown Missoula without it.
kinda
I mean,
hard.
I can't remember.
And
what
if
it
we
was like.
didn't have that facility, we would not be able to do the kinds of things that we're able to do. And we bring other downtown professionals in. We hosted a downtown conference last year. People are so envious of what we
Yes.
have. They
Oh,
really
I
are.
agree with you. In the
Our-
state of Montana, I think
And
people,
beyond.
in Fort Benton, they have SHIP, and that kind of, they give airs
Well,
about
I mean,
that.
I think
But,
we take a vibrant downtown for granted because we have
Sometimes
it.
we do.
And when you go to other cities of the same size or even larger, you realize this just doesn't happen by itself. It happens
does not.
because you guys work at it really
Yeah.
hard.
And we do a lot of different things. We do the flower baskets. We have 90 flower baskets. We water 7 days a week. We do the
You
Boulevard
personally are
banner.
out there watering.
I have a staff who does that.
all right.
Yes.
I want
then-
to see you on the ladder with the line.
I've done it. I have. We have a new watering tank, so it's a pole tank and, a hose.
I see.
We have
Also the banners, your
the
Yeah.
boulevard
you know,
banners.
Yeah.
We have 112 streetlights with boulevard banners on them. We maintain them and change them out. We do the Christmas decorations. We do all of the advertising and marketing for downtown. We had a $60,000 marketing budget this year. We do the downtown gift cards. We sold $150,000 in downtown
Oh,
gift
that's
cards
great.
last year. That money goes right back into the pockets of our member retailers and restaurants and service providers. So we're doing a lot of different things.
And we should mention to people watching, and I don't know how they could escape knowledge of Missoula Downtown Association if you have a business downtown. It's a wonderful organization to belong to.
Oh, yeah.
What are the borders? Does the river form the border? No,
So-
because there's the
so-
hip strip. You know,
Yeah,
just
yeah. So we don't really have a border.
Okay.
There's no border.
It's a
you
state
know?
of mind.
It's a state of mind. What do you think
Right.
downtown is, right?
Right.
Plus, about 30% of our membership is not physically located downtown. We have a number of
Interesting.
university departments. We have a number of businesses in other areas out in the Midtown area, even North Reserve Street. You know, places like JCCS, Farm Bureau Financial Services. Famous Dave's is a member of the MDA
Okay.
because they get a discount for vending at Out to Lunch.
Oh, makes
Sure.
sense.
So-
Now, if people don't know about Out to Lunch, we can tell them there are always bands in this complex and that there are vendors like Famous
Sure.
Dave's. I'm trying to think of other.
Let me
there's
give you an
lots.
overview.
Yeah.
Right, thank you very much.
So Out to Lunch has been around for 26 years, and it's held every Wednesday in Cares Park in June, July, and August from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. It's an admission-free event. We have live entertainment every week, plus 26 food vendors. So you can get pretty much any kind of food that you want. You know, you've got all your hot dish items, you know, your Thai food, your Chinese food, your Vietnam food. You've got Famous Dave's, Johnny Carino's, you've got El Cazador. You know, we've got hamburgers and hot dogs, you name it, we got it. Plus all of your dessert items, you know, your ice creams, your shave ice,
yeah.
your organic, fair trade, cotton candy, fresh squeezed lemonade, kettle corn. We got it all, okay? And we do pay for the entertainment. Tonight's band, for example, is getting $1,000. You know, our program costs about $30,000 to produce. We're able to do that through business sponsorships. We have children's activities every week. You can find out all that information on our handy flyer. Here's the Out to
Right.
Lunch on one side, Downtown
Oh,
Tonight on the
excellent.
other
Yeah,
side.
one
So we
handy
should explain,
place. Yeah.
Downtown Tonight is a series of concerts on Thursdays
Right.
from 5:30 to 8:30 p.m.
So, yeah.
Out to lunch 11 to 2 on Wednesdays throughout the summer. And this range is June 2nd, August 25th, and June 1st, and August 31st for Out to Lunch.
So Downtown Tonight program is Thursdays after work, 5:30 to 8:30
Yeah.
p.m. We built that after Out to Lunch. It's in its 11th season.
Yeah.
You know, we have 23 food vendors this year. Again, we provide free children's activities every week. The Montana School of Massage comes out every Thursday night and provides free 10-minute chair
This
massages.
I did not know.
We could go
Every
right
year.
after the
Yeah,
show.
that's right. If I didn't have
can.
to stay here,
It's-
that's wonderful. I didn't know
And
about
and
that.
people have been talking a lot about the weather. You know, it's been kind of gray and rainy. But
I
you know
know.
what? If we sit around and wait for the sunshine to come out before we start really celebrating summer, we're going to be disappointed,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
So
it'd be
get out
very
and
short
Okay.
season.
you know,
Yeah.
we have lots of cover. There's lots of places to hang out. You won't get rained on. People are there every week.
Yeah.
We have
Yeah.
cold beer, we have white wine, red wine, and then as we get into July and August, we'll have full service liquor. We have
wow.
lots of special events like the kayaking events, the Missoula Independence Best of Missoula Awards, the Great Grizz Encounter. You know, we got something going on every week. And we're averaging probably 3,000 people per week.
Yeah, which is a lot of visitors,
Yeah.
and they do take a range. You know, I know people that will come from Arlee, or they'll come, you know, from Frenchtown, or they'll come from somewhere, you know, down the Bitterroot, Florence, or Hamilton. That it's a regional type draw.
Sure.
We have a lot of tourists who come too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, usually the tourists come right up to our table. How do you do this? How
Right.
can I do this in my community? Can I buy a shirt? And, you know, I mean, we just get a lot of people who come by and talk to us, so.
Yeah.
So, as if all this wasn't enough, then there's another big festival event you do in the summer, right?
Yep, there is. So next weekend, we have the Garden City River Rod Run Classic Car Show.
Oh, that's
It's our 11th year, and I know that's not what you're talking about,
Yeah, we're
and
gonna
I
get to the
appreciate
road.
that.
I know about that.
But I did, because I saw some posters over at I was at the county offices today.
Yeah.
And I had forgotten about it. Once an MCAP producer, this was some years ago, videotaped the run of the automobiles up and down
It's
Higgins.
the highlight of the event.
Requests, 60 different requests for copies of that show.
You
You're
did?
kidding.
Yeah, it was one of our super highly requested shows done by a producer type show.
Amazing.
Yeah, but the cars are amazing, and there are a lot of car buffs
We'll have
out there.
about 200 classic and hot rod cars.
Yeah.
And you guys, these folks, these cars are like their babies. They spend years and years working on them. They keep them stored away in the garage. They break them out in the summertime, get them all cleaned up and spiffied up. You've probably seen some of them around right now.
I did. I saw an orange Chevy parked over here on Railroad. I was like, what in the world?
So, and it attracts a completely different demographic. You know, it's a 2-day show, so it's Friday, June 24. The show and shine is from 5 to 9 p.m. We have Zoo City playing classic rock and roll music, and then the parade is Friday night at 9 o'clock, and it's up and down Higgins from Circle Square to 4th Street. So you can line up on the bridge. We close the street. It's only open to the classic cars, and they just circle and circle and circle for an hour.
Just like we did in high school.
Yes!
Scooping the loop. You're scooping the loop.
Uh-huh. So that's the Garden City River Rod Run next
excellent.
weekend, and we still are
Fun.
taking registrations for classic cars and hot rods, and you know, it's going to be a great event. And then Saturday's activities continue from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Show and shine, lots of food and music and beverages, and you know,
That will
sponsors.
be down by the park, because
In
I
the
remember
park,
by the carousel, all through
So
the
they park
parking
the
lot.
all the
All
cars
down
in the
there.
parking lots,
Yeah.
for 2 days. Yep, it's fabulous.
You know, behind the Money Dolac Gallery and stuff on front.
And again, that's another one of those admission-free events that's paid for by sponsorship
Yeah.
dollars. So you have a dozen businesses: Bitterroot Motors, Rick's Auto Body,
Makes
Les Schwab
sense.
Tires, Romer's
Makes sense.
Tire Factory, Allied Waste, Exact Image, all sponsoring this event.
Yeah,
So that's the last weekend in June every year in Cares Park. That's our event, okay? And then the event you're referring to is actually in its 6th annual year.
Already?
Yeah, and I'll have them back on the
Oh,
What's
yeah.
Up Missoula when we get closer to
I'll
time.
tell you a little bit about it.
Yeah. Just give us
It's
a
the
tease.
River City Roots Festival. It's the last Saturday and Sunday in August. It's our street music and art festival. We have lots of kids' activities in Cares Park, plus a 4-mile fun run. And we have announced our headliner. It is Leftover Salmon. They're doing a reunion tour.
Oh, they were really popular.
Very popular. And then, you know, the rest of the lineup we haven't announced yet. But we've got all of our fundraising done. And so now we're working on, you know, toilets and garbage and
Right.
marketing.
All
and
the
all the
logistics.
logistics
Yeah.
that go into it. It takes about 300 volunteers to make it happen. So we're always looking for volunteers to
good
help
point.
us out.
If people are watching and
Yep.
Yeah.
they, you know, if they would enjoy doing some stuff to help out, they should call you guys right away and
Yeah,
get a
so
slot.
send us an email, mda@missouladowntown.com, or call 543-4238. And we usually have volunteers sign up for about a 4-hour shift. There's all kinds of jobs. There's the green team, there's the hospitality, there's the art show, the run, the kids fest. Of course, there's beer pouring and wristband and ID checking. You know how that goes, right?
And helping with the music. You know, if people like, you know, working on the stage or enjoy music, they
Right.
can work
Set
in
up
that
and
area.
tear down.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got lots of jobs. So.
I'm sure.
So that's our street festival, West Main Street and Ryman Street, last Saturday and Sunday in August. And that's kind of our welcome back to school party for the University of Montana students, faculty, staff. And of course, Missoula County Public Schools starts that Monday too. So it's kind of the last hurrah of the summer
Yeah.
before school
Yeah.
starts, which we really don't want to talk about right
No,
now.
no,
Oh, we
totally.
can't, well, except for parents. I've already noted some parents are,
Oh,
tired.
they haven't booked enough camps.
yeah, they haven't, that's the
obviously.
problem, right?
Camps all over the place.
Oh
I have
my
a
God.
9-year-old, so she's really into it, and it's very interesting when you have kids. You don't really know that you're going to be like juggling kids
Right.
stuff in the summertime.
Yeah,
Oh my God,
it's-
school's out. What am I going to do with you?
Right.
We are so lucky because we have a wealth of wonderful camps all
Exactly.
over
That's what we
town.
were saying earlier.
We
You know,
are
there's
lucky.
so
Yeah.
many activities.
Quality
Yeah.
entertainment, right?
Right.
So I also wanted to touch on some of the other events that we have.
Oh,
in
no, feel
Cares
free. We've
Park.
got some time. We really
So-
have 10 minutes. Like, I was just going to
Awesome.
show a clip,
Okay.
you know, to fill the time. If we
Uh-huh.
get tired of the Roots Festival from '09, we had like a highlight
Yeah.
reel. So,
Well,
carry
listen to
on.
this. This is kind of our schedule of other events going on in Cares Park. Hot Harley Nights, June 17.
Okay.
We talked about the car show.
Right.
The Missoula Maid Fair. Have you ever been to that? It's on a
Yes.
Sunday, June
Oh,
26th.
yeah, they have all the products made locally.
And some of the stuff they do is incredible, okay? And then moving into July, we have the Missoula Marathon, the expo, and the festival that goes
That's
with
gonna
that.
be
That's
huge.
July 9 and 10. They've got 5,000 runners. So they're
Oh,
all
it's so
coming
big.
through Caris
Yeah.
Park to get their stuff. And we're building a festival around it this year. Destination Missoula, our Convention and Visitors Bureau, is on board. It's the Montana Tourism Event of the Year.
Yeah,
So-
the marathon is.
The marathon.
Isn't that something? You wouldn't have
That's
thought so in a
interesting,
way,
yeah.
but there you have it.
No, I wouldn't have.
Uh-huh. And then we have the Celtic Festival, July 30th. That'll
Oh,
be in
that's always
Karis
good.
Park. So I think they have the Young Dubliners coming back, and, it'll be another great show again. August, we've got Kids Fest, August 2nd. Outfest, August 13. Symphony in the Park, August 14.
That is such a great
It'll be
event.
interesting to see if they use the new band shell, if they stick with their same setup,
right.
and how, if they do stick with their same setup, how will the new stage accommodate seating? Because now you have that tiered approach and that nice top flat surface and it's shaded now.
It might be great.
It'll
It's gotta
be
be a plus.
fabulous.
Yeah.
We still have lots of grass. It's not as much as we had before, of course, but still lots of grass, and it's all brand new and beautiful right now because it's turf, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Sod. It's sod is what
Sod.
it really is, yeah. And then we have Pet Fest and Bone Ball, and of course the River City Roots Festival, so that's August. And then here's the September schedule. Maverick Brew Fest, Hemp Fest, German Fest, Missoula Rocks, the Rock Against Racism, and Breasty Fest. We have some amazing
Fest.
festivals in town.
When do you people sleep?
Yeah.
Well, we don't do all of those
I know,
Right.
but
events.
still,
But
it's
yes.
so impressive.
But it is impressive. It shows how many groups are gravitating around this facility.
And most of them are
and make good
nonprofits.
use of
And
it.
we already had Garden City Brew Fest, the International Wildlife Film Festival, Wild Fest with Local Fest. Festival of the Books coming up in the fall.
Yeah.
And look what we have now too for markets. We have the 3 Saturday
Yeah.
public markets,
I know.
and then we have the Sunday Carousel Market and Festival. They've changed their times. They're 11 to 3. So Sunday 11 to 3 we have the Carousel Market and Festival. Lots of things to do, fresh produce, gifts to buy,
Right.
food and beverage.
And the carousel right there for kids.
Yeah.
And, we have lots of new retail stores that have opened up downtown. We've had 2 to 1 more openings than closings.
That's
Boy,
really
I was
great.
just walking up and down Higgins earlier this week, and I was so amazed. There were 5 stores I hadn't seen
Lots
before.
of great stores. Prudential Montana opened up a real estate office downtown. They had 400 people through their door on First Friday this month.
Oh, that's excellent. And
Yeah.
First Fridays are always brisk.
That's, oh my
You know.
goodness, that's another
First
huge
Fridays,
thing.
and that just happens organically.
Yeah.
There's nobody in charge. Just people get on board, and it that experience that you have Friday nights and Saturday mornings. We want to have that experience 7 days a week downtown.
That would be
That's our goal, right?
great. And there's also the new cityscape, which it's settling in, isn't it?
The North
The bike
Higgins
lanes
project,
and
yes,
the pedestrian
street
scale
lighting,
street lighting.
the signal box project that's got all these
Yeah.
new
That
signal
is
boxes.
one of
They're
the
looking really
nicest
cool.
additions.
Cool. We're
Really
so
neat.
lucky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Missoula is just a really fabulous place to live and to grow up. And we're so lucky we have so many concerts this summer. You've got the Missoula Osprey baseball games. And they just moved back downtown to the core.
I saw that.
Higgins
Oh, yeah, we hadn't
and
mentioned that. That's
Maine.
right.
The MSO Hub, get it, Missoula.
Right.
Hub of activity. So
Right.
you've got the Osprey and all of their gear. You've got Grizz gear. You've got a ticket outlet now.
Really smart.
The CVB moved in, so Destination Missoula is there with the official Visitor Information Center. Glacier Country Regional Tourism Commission has moved into the building. And then
Wow.
the Tourism Business Improvement District that got created last fall is in the building now. So you have lots of made in Montana products and lots of cool, souvenirs for tourists. We were kind of missing that component a little
Yeah.
bit.
And that's right on
Right
Main
downtown.
and Higgins now.
Main and Higgins, 140 North Higgins, yeah. And so that's been a really amazing addition to our downtown, and it's accomplished some of the goals of the downtown master plan.
Great.
Yeah.
Well, you and your organization have really transformed Missoula.
Well, and
Yeah.
our
You feel great
organization, I
about
think,
it.
has been transformed too. We have a wonderful board of directors. John Horner is our board president. He's at First Interstate Bank. We have, about 12 different committees. Our members are very supportive. We have kind of a new staff this year. I lost 3 staff members who went off and did different awesome things. And so Colin Hickey, Patrick Ryan, and Robert Giblin are our new staff members. Been on board about 3 months, so we're doing lots of little training and education. And then, of course, Jessica Daniels has been there now for a
Yeah.
year and a half. She's doing a comprehensive downtown-wide business and building inventory. So we will have a full inventory of what downtown has to offer, which will help us with kind of retail recruitment and development.
Sure.
It'll help us, look for matches, people looking to lease space. It'll help us understand occupancy rates and vacancy rates, properties available, where to go to get funding, like if you have a building that's got asbestos or lead in it,
sure.
and be able to identify, sort of our strengths and weaknesses. So that's been underway since last fall and is quite a project.
Oh, I bet. Well, so much work. It's really great. Congratulations.
Thank you. And it takes a village to raise a child, right? It takes a community to build a downtown.
That's
There
right.
you go. That's
Right.
really true. Well, Philip says we gotta go. Linda, thanks so much.
Oh,
for coming
thanks for
by.
having me. I love to come to MCAT and talk about what's happening because it's such a valuable resource for us. And thank you for everything that you do to keep
Oh,
our
gosh,
public
you're most
meetings
welcome.
online, to keep entertainment and activities and events at the forefront. You have done an excellent job with this organization.
Yay.
Well, thanks. Thanks so much.
You're welcome.
Well, we better go. Thanks so much for watching this segment. We'll be back in 2 weeks. That's on June 30th. We're going to take a little summer vacation after that. We'll see you then. We're going to go out with clips from the River City Roots Festival of 2 years ago. I'm Joel Baird for MCAT. I'm here with Kim Anderson, my co-host, and we want to thank you for watching this edition of Missoula Live. We'll see you again soon.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Thanks so much. Tombstone. Thanks.
This year, our biggest contribution is helping green the festival. So we've got a number of efforts particular to composting more. We have 8 manned composting stations. So as people come with their waste, they're directed a little bit. And we've got alternative energy sources running not only the art area, but also a biomass generator that is running the stage for the kids area down there. So we're reducing and we're doing alternative energy, and we're educating as well. And this particular booth is about Sustainable Business Council and encouraging people to think about buying local first, like their local independent retail down here in the downtown and all around Missoula.
What is this?
That's kind of petrified wood.
Oh, okay. Awesome.
And that's bone.
Oh, is it?
And that's an agate. It looks like a four-leaf clover. I really like that. I'm surprised that nobody's bought it.
What kind of bone?
Dear. What I love about this festival is the music. It's fabulous.
I'm Larry Blackwood from Bozeman, Montana, and I'm here at the Roots Festival enjoying the excellent weather, the great music, and the interesting crowd.
My name is Melissa Cole, and my artwork is acrylic on a bunch of different medias, canvas and wood and air-dried clay, and then I've got fused glass in between. Some of them are on copper, and those can go inside or outside. And my background's actually in zoology, but I've been painting for about 10 years. My husband's an underwater photographer. He specializes in whales, dolphins, and marine life, so I end up doing a lot of different marine themes, but I also like the desert as well.
No, I go ahead and take this because I'm worried about some of my hang tags.
Hi, I'm Jenny Fraser. I'm a mixed media photographic artist, and I love doing Roots. This is my first year. It's great to do something here in town, my own hometown, and I don't have to travel. And of course, I get to be around all the great people that are in Missoula.
Stories I paint in series. Tend to paint in series. This painting over here is part of this series. And there we've sold several from the series. It's about a gypsy wedding. I got real interested in the Romany people. And so I studied on them and painted what I thought it would be like.
Yeah, I got a good buddy in Powell.
This is an interesting series, only one
That's
left.
100 miles.
There were quite a few, 5 or 6, on bees. Bees. If you look at her hat, there are a lot of little men running around. She's the queen, of course, and the men are her drones.
sometimes, and you do all you can, but you're just